Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I realise it's been a while since I've said those words, but truth be told, there's not been a ton of Doctor Who stuff going on for me to talk about that I felt really passionately about recently, because we get this every so often where, a bunch of episodes will come out and then we'll enter the dead zone, the quiet space where not a lot of stuff is happening. I have some ideas for content, and I also want to let you guys know that this Saturday I will be at London Film Comic Con getting pictures for people, so if you see me there, say hello, that'd be great. And hopefully, if all goes well, I'll do a video on my experience there as well, because I'm going to be meeting a couple of people from the new era, so that'll be fun. But yeah, let's just get right into this. There's a couple of things I want to go over. Subscribe if you're new, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm sorry I haven't been around, but like I say, there's just not been a ton for me to say at the minute. So the first major piece of news we got in the magazine today was the announcement of 2 cast members for the upcoming season 14, season 1, whatever you want to call it. Joining the cast is Genesis Lena, best known for You and Me ITV. I hope I said that right, by the way. A Discovery of Witches and Casualty. Also announced is Gwion Morris Jones, known for The Winter King at ITV and Masters of Air Apple TV. So, interestingly as well, Masters of the Air is a Ncuti Gatwa project. He is in that show, which is a fun coincidence, and I also believe that The Winter King is a Bad Wolf production. Russell T Davies told Doctor Who magazine, "As the heart rises and May gets closer, it's exciting to reveal even more cast names from season 1. Bear in mind, we've still got big surprises to come, but to ramp up your anticipation, it's a joy to welcome Genesis Lena on board. It was a delight for me to work with Genesis on an ITV series called You and Me in 2023, and so much fun to work with her again so soon. It's a very different role." The showrunner added, "It's great to welcome brilliant Welsh talent to the show. Gwion features in our most chilling scenes yet, but I can't say more. Spoilers, Doctor Who Magazine 601 is on sale now." And there's a picture of the 2 new actors who've been cast in roles we do not know yet, but it's cool to know that we've got some new actors joining the series, and I'll be very interested to see both of their performances. We also have confirmation of 2 directors, as well as something I want to talk about a bit, which is, it looks like Ruby is sticking around for longer than perhaps the tabloids maybe had us believe initially, as Russell T Davies did confirm in his letter from the showrunner segment that Ruby and Carla's flat, is still in use even during Series 15 filming. Now, we know that Ruby will feature in at least some of Series 15, so I'm wondering if it's more of a case of an Amy and Rory and Clara situation, where maybe you get half of the series with Ruby, half of the series with the new companion, Verada, or something to that nature. Again, I do find it incredibly odd that we are in this point now where we don't really know what's gone on with Millie Gibson and that whole situation. I did see someone do a really good thread talking about how, in The Writer's Tale, Russell T Davies talks about how they didn't want to announce Catherine Tate before Freema Agyeman would have gotten off the ground as Martha, because that would inevitably lead to people speculating that Freema Agyeman had been fired and all this other stuff, and he wanted to avoid that. So from that perspective, I do get it. On the other hand, though, I sort of feel like, with the Mirror putting out the story that they have and saying that, Millie Gibson has been sacked and all the rest of it, I feel like the potential PR damage that could come from announcing a new companion early, I get wanting to protect Millie 100% from the speculation, but when the speculation's already out there, I can't help but feel that at this stage, I think just saying something would be the better option. I digress. We also do have 2 new directors confirmed for season 2 of this new era, season 15, whatever you want to call it. Makela McPherson is one of them, and the other is, I will get it up now because I forgot the name, Amanda Brochi. Sorry about that. I had to go check the magazine myself to see what it was. Yeah, Amanda Brochi and Makela are directors for season 15. Both have very impressive CVs, and McPherson says that one of her scenes involves a crane shot, a unique crane shot, through a maze, giving the viewers a dynamic peek into a bit of cultural history. So very interested to see what that means, but yeah, very excited to see both of them join the directing fold. There's also a bit of a kind of hint towards more marketing stuff at the beginning of Russell T Davies' letter from the showrunner segment, Obviously, I won't read you the whole thing, but I'll just kind of give you the clip notes here. Hello, faithful viewers. We are busy in capital letters. Downstairs in Real Studios, all 7 stages are full to the brim. Studio 1 contains the unit ops room and Ruby and Carla's flat, as we mentioned earlier, both about to spring into life. In Studio 2, there's remnants of Christmas 2024. Studio 3, a hospital studio, which lines up with stuff we've heard about Parada in a, I think, nurse outfit, which is very interesting. Studio 4, a set so real we could rent out the set itself. Studio 6, the TARDIS, an absolute labyrinth of a set. Bill Collinson said, I walked around it yesterday and got lost. But, hold on, wait. Hype to come. Season 1's not quite here yet. We had a marketing meeting about it the other day, where the question was asked, after launching the specials and then Christmas, can we really manage another big launch so soon? But the BBC One team unearthed their magnificent plans, and the answer was, oh yes. Sometimes though we race along so fast, I forget to look back. And then he goes on to talk about the Tales of the TARDIS, and what a wonderful experience that was to put together with all the old companions, which is a really nice read. And I'd recommend, obviously, getting the magazine anyway, but particularly, I found that a really nice read. Talking about how he brought back all the companions for this. Really, really fun, and how they have like a little meal together. Really nice. And finally, the other thing I wanted to mention, because you know me, I like talking about viewing figures, we do have the official 28-day viewing figures for Church on Ruby Road from Doctor Who magazine. Once again, this comes from Tom Spilsbury. It doesn't get a big page like the previous 60th breakdowns got, which makes sense because there's only 1 episode, but it does get a little blurb, and the result is for the 28-day figure of the Church on Ruby Road, an 8.00 million 28-day figure. That's about a 0.5 million increase from the 7.49-ish, 7.5-ish million that we saw for the 7-day figure. So, healthy increase of about 500,000 people watching it since the Christmas week. And interestingly, over the festive period, it was the 3rd most popular programme, only behind, I believe, Call the Midwife and Mr. Bates vs. the Post Office, which is very good, by the way. If you haven't seen that, would recommend. Another cool thing is that, according to Russell in the letter from the showrunner segment, when he's talking about Tales of the TARDIS, the addition of the Whoniverse to the BBC iPlayer app contributed to 61.7 million new hits on BBC iPlayer, which is a very, very good and impressive figure, if I do say so myself. I'd love to know, like, the detailed figures of what's being watched the most there. Obviously, we'll never know that because streaming is a lot more nebulous, but nonetheless, that's an almighty impressive figure, and considering the Whoniverse as a collective was only launched in about, I think, November of last year, that's very impressive so far. But that's about all I wanted to say. I apologise that this is a bit more loose than previous Doctor Who magazine discussions. I encourage you, if you want any more detail on things I discussed here, buying the magazine really is the best place to get all your news. I'd be lost without it. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you later.